Thank you. You guys are great. You know,
You were railroaded.
you're right. You know, the liberals and the establishment, they thought that because of a few raindrops that you were going to stay home today. I was in Harrisburg this morning for a speech, wanting to get here to be here with you to deliver a message to the people in Washington, D.C., and to deliver a message to Obama and his administration. We the people are here. We want our freedom back. This is about freedom. We want our freedom back. That's what this is about. It's the freedom to choose our own doctors. Freedom to choose our own health providers. Freedom to choose our own treatment. Freedom to choose our own health insurance plan. This isn't just about repeal of Obamacare, which it is, but this is about getting our freedom back to just be free to make our own decisions with our lives. In 2006, if Obamacare had been in full effect, I would not be here today.
We wouldn't either.
Many of you wouldn't be here today. In 2006, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I had cancer in my colon, and I had cancer in my liver. And my surgeon, when I asked, well, what kind of chances do you give me? He said, based upon statistics, you have about a 30% chance of survival. At a 30% chance of survival, I don't think the government wants to pay for his surgery and his chemotherapy. That's what Obamacare would do to you and me. That's why we got to rip it up and repeal it. This is about freedom. This is about freedom of choice. So the first message that I want you to take home with you, and I want you to keep it in your hearts, because we got a lot of work to do, that we the people are here. We the people are still in charge. We want our freedom back, and it starts with repeal of Obamacare, and we're going to repeal a whole lot of other things also. As I said, I've been traveling from sea to shining sea for over the last year. And even though my quest for the position of president was derailed, I want you to, you're not booing me, are you? Even though my quest for the position of president was derailed, I want you to know I am still on a mission, and that mission is maintain control of Congress, get control of the Senate, and send Barack Obama back home. That's our mission. That's our mission. Founding fathers, they started this great country. They had 3 basic ideals that helped to inspire this nation: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why we are all here. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And you see, the founding fathers had the foresight and the wisdom to foresee that we might have had something like Obamacare shoved down our throats. And the provision that they made in the Declaration of Independence, when you get past life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and if you keep on reading, it says, when any form of government becomes destructive of those ideals, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Yeah. We've got some altering and abolishing to do. Abolish Obamacare. Abolish Obamacare. And we are going to alter the occupant of the White House come November. So I say to all of you, because the mainstream media and the liberals, y'all booing me?
No. We love you.
They want you to believe that we cannot do this.
Yes, we will.
And I am here to tell you, stay inspired. Stay inspired that we can do this. Stay inspired that we will repeal Obamacare. Stay inspired that we're going to change Washington, D.C. And I want you to stay inspired with the spirit of the bumblebee. You see, when I was in college, I learned that the bumblebee is not supposed to fly. You and I know that the bumblebee flies. You'll see some this spring flying around. We know that the bumblebee flies because we see the bumblebee flying. But I was a mathematics and physics major in college, and we studied something called the equations of motion. And we studied about the fact that if you take the equations of motion and you measure the aerodynamic parameters of the bumblebee, that little fat body and those little flappy wings, and measure all of those epsilons and deltas and put them into the equations of motion, and you run those equations of motion, the computer comes back and says, the sucker can't fly. So we thought maybe we made a mistake. So we got some more helpless little bumblebees and got some more aerodynamic properties and put them in a bigger computer and put them in a faster computer, ran it through the equations of motion, and it was supposed to say that the bumblebee can fly, and it came back and said, the sucker still can't fly. There's only one reason that the bumblebee flies. The bumblebee believes he can fly. Believe we can repeal